Well, so who would you say those whoever's are? I mean, obviously, let's face it, there's different options in the tutoring world. Obviously, you guys don't have a monopoly in the tutoring space. Who would you say is some of your biggest competition in terms of companies there in the Boise area that other parents might be evaluating?
I would say that, well, there's my Huntington and East Boise, and then there's another one in Eagle. So we've got the counties nice and covered. They have a lot of tutors that will go to your specific home, so you don't come to the learning center here. And you know, that might work well for some families. For us, I like the idea that students are coming to a learning school environment, you know, rather than at home where there are all the distractions and interruptions. I like the idea that the parent can drop off the kid here, and then when they pick them up, they can just go home and be the parent. You know, it's definitely a delineation between home and learning. So I don't know if I even answered your question, but I feel like that's a real advantage, and I think the fact that students can come here, I have testing rooms, and some students just come in and do their homework here without even having a tutoring session.
Right. Well, I used to do personal training or strength training, and obviously you can work out at home, but the reason a lot of gyms are in business is because if you show up in that environment, you're likely to do the exercise versus it's easy to not work out if you're at home. So I would think that that would probably be the same where a benefit is going into an educational environment. If you take the time to get ready and drive down there, you're going to do the work, whereas at home the work might not be as effective, right?
I agree, and I think that the analogy you made, the fact that it's a personal trainer, it is so true, because as you know, personal trainers, you get a lot better workout than when you're just even going to the gym class. There's just no hiding.
Right. Well, now there are other companies that do offer, you know, learning centers. Like, so how would you compare Huntington Learning Center versus Kumon?
I honestly, Eric, don't know that much about Kumon, and I don't want to disparage any other tutoring center or any other tutor. I feel like anytime a family is seeking something additional or something supplemental, that's wonderful. So much the better. I would stick to Huntington's strengths, which is the fact that we've been around for over 37 years, so we've got it down. It's a proven system. It's just like having a giant engine behind you, but like you talked about the secret sauce before, the secret sauce is the one-to-one or really, really small group tutoring. That's just where the magic lies. The kid gets so much confidence from knowing, all right, it's a safe place to ask questions. It's a safe place to raise my hand, where sometimes in school I think they lack the confidence there to do so.
Well, that's a very valid point where, you know, children might feel like they might get some social feedback from their fellow classmates if they're maybe afraid to ask questions or they need extra help or support, whereas if they're in a tutoring environment, that there isn't that same worry about the social aspect of it.